starting off with the moon card. The moon represents a psych eval. Us sitting down and looking at your life, looking at your thoughts, looking at your emotions, and looking at your life. Figuring out what you want to do next, how much progress you've made, what do you need to make future progress in. Right? So this is a necessary step when we're trying to make our life better. We have to first sit down and analyze, why is my life the way it is? What is it about my life that I don't like? Right? The moon can represent a beautiful energy where we sit down and we take stock. We take stock about how you respond in chaotic situations. How do you respond to stress? Right? The stress threshold is going to be definitely something that's want to be looked at. Right? So when you're sitting down and we do this, and we look at things from a third perspective outside yourself, we begin to look at our life and we begin to see exactly what it is that we need to walk away from. It becomes clear. Right? So most of the time people are walking around, they don't know what it is about their life or what they need to work on first. Right? So it takes us sitting down, grounding ourselves in the present moment, and being honest with ourselves, looking at our life in a way that you weren't doing previously. And when we do that, when we shine the sun on our life, this illuminates the path, shows you exactly what needs to be done, and we begin to take steps and head that direction. When you do, there's a reward that comes out of it. There's something, progress that's made, stability that is found. Right? So this is the Emperor. This represents your stability in life, the root chakra. Your ability to make yourself feel grounded, protected, safe, bills are paid, you know what you're doing, the direction you're going. And this is also a nurturing energy where we learn that financial responsibility comes along with the family. So taking financial responsibility for not just yourself, but also everyone around you that you love. So whether that's a dog, a person, a kid, whatever that is. So we're able to provide for the family in a stable way where it keeps reoccurring. There's spiritual advancement that comes from this. So when we learn how to pay your own bills by yourself, we learn how to drive yourself everywhere, we learn how to bring more money into your life all by yourself, where we don't get help from other people, where there's nobody paying your rent. There's spiritual progression that comes from that. Right? So there's lessons that's learned, and then now we're able to step and make it to the next level. Right? But if everyone's helping you out, it sends you in a downward spiral, keeping you from reaching your fullest potential. Right? So anyone that's helping you out, we want to cut that out. Right? So no help from others, no help from your family members, no help from your partner, no help from anyone. Right? And in that moment, when that happens, once you achieve that, beautiful progress will be made. A whole new version of yourself will be ignited. Right? And this is where we really begin to take on your role in life. That decision, making that decision to embody that, creates the wheel. Change comes into your life, begins to move things around, moving this, moving that relationship, moving this particular location, whatever it is that moves around. And then we look at our life afterwards and you realize, that's more like it. That feels good. Right? So the wheel is something that's is a necessary step. Right? So for most people, this shit's upside down. Right? We're stuck. The ship ain't sailing. We're trying to rock it till the wheels fall off. Right? We don't want to do that. We want to make forward progress, constantly becoming a better and better version of yourself. That is godlike. That is how we activate God consciousness in this place. The next step will be to unite the energy inside of yourself, to unite the masculine and feminine energy. Right? So for most of the population, there's a war going on inside themselves. They are constantly battling their thoughts against their feelings. Right? So we have to be able to unite the forces inside of you so that you are one single unified field of consciousness. And that is the key to the Mercutio energy, the Mercury energy. This is the symbol for Mercury. It represents your willpower aligned with your intuition, creates the exact reality that you want to see. And it's in that moment where you will embody your highest potential. Passion is born. Excitement gives way to your every move. Right? And so you become angelic. When we perfect ourselves, you become an angel. And that is the goal of all humanity, to be like them, to perfect your mind, to perfect your emotions, and to be able to access godlike abilities, right? And then we use those to shape the world in our image, to make the world that we want to see. That is the goal. That is the plan. In order for us to do that, it requires decisions that need to be made, directions to be changed. There's a throne that is waiting for you, waiting there, empty. We learn to ascend the throne. Through the ascension process, by working through the chakras, you begin to become the highest version of yourself. Right? So we learn to reach for new heights in this next version of reality. We learn to reach for the stars. And in that process, you will ascend the throne. Butterflies are going to be significant for you popping up. All right, so there's some type of message, some type of download, some type of realization that's going to be coming through the butterfly family. All right, so if you guys are walking around, you're seeing white butterflies, there's a reason for that. What does that mean? We want to stop what we're doing. We want to get on Google and we want to look up what is the spiritual meaning of the butterfly, right? And you want to memorize that. So the next time it happens, you'll know what the message is, right? So when you see the message and then that thing happens in your life, sparks are going to go off and you're going to be like, holy shit. All right, so we are looking for divine messengers. The butterfly is that divine messenger. So when you see the butterfly, what color is it? What kind of actions is it performing? Is it going around in circles? Is it going from left to right? These are all important details that clarify the message. There's some type of fear that needs to be worked through. Some type of fear inside the mind that we want to fix, heal, release, work through. That fear, when we think negative thoughts, it causes the body to release chemicals. The body either releases good chemicals or bad chemicals. Good chemicals cause the body to function properly, to heal, to revitalize, to regrow, to divide. Bad chemicals cause the body to break down, to die. Stress chemicals like cortisol are produced, other various chemicals. So your thoughts are doing a lot more to your physical reality than you realize. So once we learn to get that under control, we learn to take control of your thoughts. That stops. The body begins to heal itself. Now you're in a constant state of positive thinking. And that's what you're looking for. That's how we get to the next level of reality. That's how we get more money, baby. I'm looking at the Queen of Diamonds popping up for you. So I'm looking at a money-infested month. So there'll be money falling here, money finding here. Money's going to be attracted to you whenever we make it through this process. All right. So there's a stages that you're going through. The next stage will be mastering money. So congratulations. All right. The Queen of Diamonds is a beautiful energy. The Queen learns how to use her gifts and abilities to control reality. And that's what all of you guys should be doing. All of you guys are meant to master and control every aspect of your reality. Some people will, some people won't. Some people just get dragged along by life down the path, hitting their head on every branch that they come to. We don't want to live life like that anymore. When you take full responsibility and control for your thoughts, for your emotions, for your life, everything changes. All right, guys, listen, if you liked the reading today and you want to book a full session, there's going to be a link up in the description or down in the comment section of whatever platform this is on. I will see you guys very soon. You guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your immortality.